Consider two numbers a and b, where 4 times a number plus 3 times the other is equal to 61, and the sum of the two numbers is 17. For part A, we want to set up a set of simultaneous linear equations to represent this situation. So the first equation we can set up deals with this piece of information where we have 4 times the number plus 3 times the other is equal to 61. So we can represent that as 4 times the number a plus 3 times the number b is equal to 61. The second equation deals with this part which says the sum of the two numbers is equal to 17. So that means we have a plus b is equal to 17. Therefore we have a plus b is equal to 17. For part B, we want to use a suitable method to solve this system of simultaneous linear equations. So for this video, I'm going to do substitution. So to do that, we need to start off by getting one of the pronumerals in terms of the other. So if you look at equation 2, we can subtract a from both sides of the equation, and that will give us equation 3, which is b is equal to 17 minus a. So the first thing we're going to do is sub equation 3 into equation 1. So we start with the scaffold of equation 1, which is 4a plus 3 times b. But instead of b, we're going to put 17 subtract a in. We're going to substitute that in, and that comes from the equivalent expression in equation 3. And we know that all of that is equal to 61. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to expand out our brackets. So we're going to have 4a plus 3 times 17, which is 51, subtract 3 times a is equal to 61. Next, we're going to subtract 51 from both sides of the equation. So on the left-hand side, we're going to have 4a subtract 3a is just a, and then that will be equal to 61 subtract 51, which is 10. So a equals 10 is part of the solution. Next, we're going to sub what we've just found there, which is a equals 10, into any of the equations above. So we're going to pick the simplest, which is equation 3, because that already has b equals. So that means that b is going to equal 17 subtract a, but we know a is 10, so we substitute that in there. Therefore, our b value is equal to 17 subtract 10, which is just 7. So a equals 10 and b equals 7 is the solution to this problem.